Hello and welcome to this APS snippet. This snippet is about the stages of negotiation. The 7 stages of negotiation that we need to work through to ensure our negotiation process works effectively and efficiently. The first stage, and arguably the most important stage, is preparation. Within this stage, we need to think about who's going to be involved in the negotiation. Who are the stakeholders? We need to define the issues. What are we going into the negotiation for? The objectives. Are we looking to reduce a price? If so, by how much? Are we looking to reduce a lead time? If so, by how much? Are we looking to amend the specification? If so, from what to what? We need to research the market, look at what's going on, look at supply and demand, look at current affairs, understand what the drivers are in the marketplace, and we need to research our supplier, conduct some financial analysis. How are they doing? Look at how many potential suppliers there are in the marketplace to start understanding who has the power. Do we need the supplier more than they need us, or vice versa? Spend considerable time doing your preparation, and it will help you throughout the rest of the 6 stages. The second stage is opening. So when you are in your negotiation environment, when you and the supplier are together, the opening stage is used to build rapport. It's used to set the scene. If you're looking at doing an integrative or a collaborative approach, here you could make small talk, ask the supplier about their journey, comment about the weather, ask them how business is doing. Use effective questions here to help you understand. Use open questions where the supplier has to give you a thorough answer. And take into account here what you get back from the supplier. It might be through small talk you understand that the business is doing really, really well, at which case maybe you can look to push for an even lower price. The third stage is the testing stage. So here we're really in the negotiation meeting now, and we check that we understand the situation. So we say to the supplier, am I right in understanding then, Mr. or Mrs. Supplier, we're here today because you want to give us a price increase. And you want to give us a price increase based on the fact that the raw materials for the chocolate cake you're providing me with have gone up. We check the situation, we check our assumptions. This also shows the supplier that we've done our due diligence and preparation. The next stage is proposing. So here we make an offer, or the supplier makes an offer. So the supplier might say, absolutely, based on the raw materials going up on the stock market by 20%, I have to charge you an extra 5% for the finished product. One party will state their requirements. They will confirm exactly what they want. They will set out their objectives. The next stage is bargaining. So having listened to the proposing, the negotiation really starts to take place here. So we know what the supplier wants, or vice versa. The supplier knows what we want. And it's very unlikely both parties are just going to go, oh, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much. See you bye. There's a very high possibility here that counter offers are going to be put forward. Concessions are going to be made. Maybe we start talking about, okay, you need the price to go up, but what if I give you a higher quantity for an MOQ, minimum order quantity? If I double that, can you hold the price? Maybe we start thinking about other concessions. Maybe the supplier says, if you can't accept the increase, I can reduce the quality of the raw materials. So here, the true negotiation takes place, remembering our preparation, remembering our objectives, remembering what our lowest price or our lowest specification could be. Hopefully, through the bargaining, we reach agreement where both parties are happy. Ideally, we're looking for a win-win outcome, but we could agree on a win-lose outcome depending on the nature of the negotiation. If agreement is made, that's great. We're at the start now where we can form the contract. As you all know, agreement is one of the 5 elements of a legally binding contract. Agreement doesn't have to happen, however. If we can't agree to the price increase, and if we're not able to give or accept any concessions, it could be that it's a lose-lose situation and the meeting ends and no agreement takes place. If that happens, then the meeting is over. Presuming, however, things have gone better than that and we do reach agreement, the next stage is closure. And in this stage here, we summarize the negotiation, we finalize the agreement with our supplier, and we document the deal, i.e. we create the written contract. Whilst the agreement we've done is legally binding, because we know that verbal contracts are legally binding, there are risks associated with verbal contracts. So it's a really good idea and good practice to document what you've agreed, get it countersigned. You've got a written copy should there ever be a need to refer to it. And that's your 7 stages of negotiation: preparation, opening, testing, proposing, bargaining, agreement, and closure.